Kunywa chai. So welcome guys, this is Robbie Search Limited. Today I'm going to show you how our accounting system works, but you can reach us for more information for detailed demo. So welcome. I'm going to show you how to set charts of account in the system, how you can add assets, how you can do reconciliation, and also how you can be able to run various reports, do journal entry, bank deposits, and so on. So let's get started. Remember, you can visit us in our offices. We are located in Ngara, a building called Suraj Plaza. We are opposite Jamhuri High School. Or you can also contact us via 0780655987. So let's get started. So we'll begin on how to add a chart of account. So basically, we have this section. This is our menu. You just click on accounting, chart of account, then add chart of account. So from here you can use any GL code, or you can use any GL code that you want. So for now I'm going to use number 13 as my GL code, then the account. Let's say we have Standard Chartered Bank, or we have let's say we have Bank of India. Then from there we have the account type, or the account group is other bank. So this means you can also add other chart of account. Let's say you have director's account, you just enter the GL code, the account name, then you select the account type. So we have various account type: banks, current asset, fixed expenses, etc. So depending now on the type of account, or on the type of account you are creating, you can select the bank. So from there we have currency. Our system can support multiple currency. So in a scenario whereby you are using multiple currency, you can always select the currency. So from there you add the GL account. After now you have added, now you can assign the payment methods in the system. Be it maybe you are receiving your payment via cash, M-Pesa, card, you can always assign that payment method. And how you do that is, for example, anytime I'm paid using a card in my business, I will deposit my money, or the money that I've received, in the Bank of India. Then from there I update the payment method. Also, you can also add payment methods in the system. Maybe you are using PesaLink, then you can select the bank account, maybe where automatically the money will be deposited. So you can use whether it is DTP bank, and so on. Then from there you add that payment method in the system. As you can see, we have our PesaLink in the system. So from here I'm going to show you how you can add asset in the system. So basically they are going to reflect automatically in the balance sheet. So you can add an asset using our Excel template. So if you download it, it will automatically show you the fields that you are supposed to fill in. So after that you can view assets, and you can also see the serial numbers in the system. So after that, allow me to show you how to do a journal entry in the system. So basically on your left bar, this is our menu. So you just click on journal entry. So as you can see, I have some various channels. So I'm going to add a new one. Let's say it's an opening balance equity. It's an opening balance, maybe for my bank. So I'm going to use Kenya shillings as the currency. Then next. Then after this, remember we have selected a double entry. So whatever will affect the debit account will also affect the credit account. So let's say we have the Bank of India, and let's say the opening balance now is 50,000 or 100,000. So I'll select the debiting account, that is okay, sorry, the credit account, that is opening balance equity. Then I will key in now the amount. Let's work with the 1 million. Then after this you can enter the description, which is maybe opening balance. Then after that you save that amount. So as you can see, even when we check our trial balance, you will see that the bank of Boa has a certain amount. So how you can check the trial balance? You can just come here, accounting reports. Then under accounting reports, under trial balance, you will see that our Bank of India has 100,000 and so on. As you can see, the balance sheet is matching. So with this, when you have input that, remember with journal entry, you can also do other journals in the system. Maybe you have done a payment. Now, depending on the kind of transaction that you have, you will be able to enter it. We also have bank deposit in the system. So basically, let's say you have any bank deposit in your bank, so you can just come here, add bank deposit, then you select the bank that you are depositing into. Let's say we have Bank of India, person in charge, let's say it's Dennis is the person in charge. Then the marks deposit, then next. So with this you can select from which customer. Maybe you are receiving, a bank deposit happens when you are receiving an amount from a customer, maybe for example. So you can select the customer, let's say it's Bernard, then the account. So basically the account that you are receiving from, let's say it's let me just check, let me check the suitable account. Let's say it's that one. Then description, bank deposit. Then from there, if there is any reference number, then the amount 5,000, then add. So automatically, when you add, total money deposited is 5,000. So when you go back to accounting reports, then trial balance, you will see the money that you have deposited in the Bank of India, it has increased. Initially it was 100,000, now it is 105,000. That's how you do a bank deposit in the system. You can also do bank transfer in the system. For example, you want to do a bank transfer from a certain account. So this is how you do it. You click on bank transfer. Then from which bank do you want to transfer? Remember that when you are doing a bank transfer in the system, lazima ikuwe na balance. Huwezi fanya bank transfer from nothing. So lazima ukuje useme maybe you want to transfer from Bank of India to to Equity Bank. So the amount you want to transfer, let's say it's 5,000. Then from there you can enter the remark. The date is automatic, so you just add sorry, let me just load again. So let me log in again. We continue with that transaction. So this is my account, then the password. So let's continue with our bank transfer. As I had said earlier, from which bank do you want to transfer from? So you select you want to transfer from the Bank of India to Equity Bank, then the amount you want to transfer, which is 5,000. Then the marks. For the date, it will be automatic. The system will generate automatically. So after that, the system will prompt you have successfully transferred the money. So when you go back to accounting reports, then you check the trial balance, you will realize that the money in the BOA the Bank of India, that is, has released, and now Equity Bank has received 5,000. As you can see, the trial balance inaendelea tu kujibalance, so it is automatic. So that is how you do bank deposit in the system. On the same, you can be able to record a check in the system. Let's say you have received a check, or you have issued a check. You can select it here, record check. So our system has check management platform. This is whereby you be able to add new checks in the system. So add new check in the system. Business name, which business did you give the check, or which business did you receive that check? As you can see, we have check type. The check type can be outgoing check or incoming check. Outgoing check is the checks that you are giving out, maybe to a supplier. Incoming, these are the checks maybe you are receiving from debtors. So in this case, I'm going to use an incoming check or an outgoing check. So an outgoing check, this is the difference. You have to select the bank you are crediting from. For example, let's say it's Bank of India. For an incoming check, you just have to enter the name. For example, maybe you have check from let's say ni Sarova Hotels. Maybe we have supplied certain goods to them. Sorry, bank name, sorry. Let's say we have KCB Bank. Then we have the business name, bank. Let's say it's Sarova Hotels. Check number, you can key in the check number. Amount, let's say we have received 1 million from them. Then person in charge, who was in charge, who received that check. Let's say again it's Dennis who received that check. Then the remarks, let's say it's payment for last month invoice, then post that check. So as you can see, we have posted, my net is a bit slow. We have posted that check. As you can see, we have the type of the check. It is incoming, check number, amount, bank name, date given, exact date, recorded by who recorded that check, responsible person, description, and so on. So after that, we can so that is the check management module. This is whereby you record checks, and you can be able to run a report and see specific dates for those checks. With that, I'm going to show you now how to record expenses, how to record bills. Bills can be either electricity bills, can be either rent. Yeah, so just notice this: with an expense, you have already made that payment instantly, but with a bill, you can post it, then you decide now to pay later in the system. So I'm going to quickly show you how to post a bill in the system and how you can pay. I'm going to show you now how to pay for that bill using the Bank of India. So from this, let me update that. I'm going to show you how to go about it. Let's say we have rental bills. My network is a bit slow. So expenses, I'll go to expenses directly. Then we have remember, we have post expense, view expense. For now, I'm going to show you how to post a bill in the system. So you just come here, post new bill, the customer name. Let's say we have some associates, or the supplier name. then the number of the invoice, let's say it's 2022, then the contact person in charge, then confirmed by, then after that payment terms if there is any, description if there is any, let's say rental charges, rental expenses for example, or let's say rent for the month of July. Then from there you click on next button. After you have clicked that, select the account. Which expense account are you selecting? Let's say it's rent expenses. Then from there the description, rent for the month of July, for the month of July. Then the amount, let's say we are paying 50,000 for the rent, then post that bill. So after you have posted that bill, you can decide to pay in installments, or you can decide to pay in full amount. So I'll go back. I'm going to show you how you can pay for that bill. So automatically you will come to all bills. As you can see, I have this bill. Yeah, we have 50,000. This balance is not yet paid. That's why you can see the balance. As you can see, also I had other previous bills. So when I want to make any bill, to pay any bill, I will pay now. Then select the bank that I'm paying with. I'm paying with the Bank of India. Then the amount is 50,000. Then you can enter the description, paid to Boa, or paid to some associates. Then make payments. So after I've made that payment, the system will automatically do the transactions for you. Then you'll be able to run a report on the same. So as you can see, under all bill, the balance is 00. That means we have paid. So under that, you can also view payments. You can view payments. You can also print that. So as you can see, when we click on the more button, we have the print section. This whereby you are able to print your receipt for any payment done, payment to paid to Soma associates, and so on. You can print that in A4 format. So from there, I'm going to show you how that transaction have affected our accounts. So let's go back to accounting reports. Then under that we have trial balance. As you can see, our Bank of Boa, the amount has decreased, and account payable has increased. The rent expenses have increased, as you can see. So with this, I can now show you how to run statement in the system. So you can just come here, supplier stroke customer statement. I want supplier statement or bill statement. You can choose the type of statement you want. Then from there, let's say it's some associates and the date, then view statement. So automatically, let me check, and supplier, then the type of statement I want. Let's say it's some associates, then select view statement. So as you can see, they had brought this. These are their statement. In this specific month, they had invoiced us 323,783 for the bills paid for that specific period is 50,000. You can always print that bill. With this, you can also be able to, with our accounting system, you can be able now to see there. Let's say we had given a certain organization an invoice. Let me just come to retail sales, and I I sell to a specific person using invoice. Let's say we have let's say we are selling, let's say we have that one. I hope it is in the system. Let me check the one that is already in the system that have something. So let me sell. Yeah, here we go. Selling price, let's say it's 2000. Then from this I can select invoice, and also I can select the customer. Then after this I can print. So as you can see, we have the invoice, Casa de Moda Pump 1, and we have also the invoice. Here it is. So with this, as we had sold using we had paid using the the invoice. So as you can see, we have the income part. So this, it's going to show you the income on all the invoices in the system. So as you can see, we have all debtors here. The tende person tunafaa tumuone hapa. We have the expected total amount that he is supposed to pay and the balance. So as you can see, he has paid nothing, so that is why you can see 00. So I'm going to receive payment. I can also receive payment for this specific person in the system. So how to do that? You can click on receive payments. You can click on receive payment in the system. Then after that, you can click on view payments, or click on receive payment also. Receive payments, okay, view payments. Then after that, I want to receive payment. Then select payment method, tuseme ni M-Pesa, the transaction code if there is any. Then let's say it's M-Pesa, but for now, because we had not debited any amount, I'll select bank check. Then, or I can use the M-Pesa as well, because we are receiving payment. Then from there, the amount, let's say we have received 200,000 from this particular debtor. Then from there, add that payment. So after you have added that payment, the system is going to show you balance due. So you can receive payments in you can receive payments. So as you can see, total payment done is this. For this error, it will be sorted. So even when we go back to our accounting reports, you'll be able to see that this particular transaction and the trial balance has increased the M-Pesa, part, as you can see. So for the trial balance, it has increased that payment. So after that, I'm going to show you how you can be able to run cash flow movement in the system. So you just click here, cash flow movement, then you select all transactions, then the bank you want to see the flow or the movement. So you can select the month you want, then after that, view cash flow. As you can see, this is the cash flow movement for this particular account. As you can see, the inflow was 200,000. There is no outflow since we have not done any payment using this account. So with this account, let's say we had made various payments, we will find it under outflow. We will find that transaction recorded under outflow. With this, you can also be able to see the general ledger, the general accounts, what has been happening. As you can see, these are the general ledgers, all the transactions that have been happening in the system. So with this, you can even view customed reports. Let's say if you want to see how transactions have happened in any account, you can be able to view or download that. You can view also journal entries in the system. So with that, I'm going to show you how you can pay for purchases. Maybe you have done various purchases in the system. This is how you do it. You go to purchases. As you can see, we have this balance for 50. You'll be able to see you will be able to see this balance in the account payable. You'll be able to see this balance. So you are going to pay it automatically. I'm going to come here to payments. Then you select the bank you are paying. Let's say we are paying with M-Pesa. Then from there, the amount I want to pay, let's say it's 450. Then after that, make payment. So automatically, if I've made that payment and I go back to my accounting report, we will find that our M-Pesa bank has reduced with that amount, as you can see. So our transactions are real time, so it will reduce. The good thing with our accounting system, it will reduce a lot of manual work, since certain reports are automatic in the system. We also have balance sheet. This is whereby you'll be able to see now the current asset, fixed asset, and the total liabilities and equity and so on. So after that, you'll be able now to see at the profit and loss account. You'll be able to see the profit you have made, the general profit after you have deducted all the expenses. So for us this time now we have negative 250. This is due to the sales. This time now they were a bit low compared now to the rent expenses that we have had, office expenses and so on. So that's why you are able to see you can see this. So these are a sample of profit and loss report in our system. You can also view custom report. Our system can support multiple branches, so you can be able to select which date you want for specific branch. So from there you select, let's say it's today, then view report. So automatically the system is going to generate a report for you and so on. So as you can see, our expenses are way higher compared to the sales and so on. So that's a brief accounting system of how it works. For more information, you can feel free to reach us, and we're gonna show you, we're gonna work with you, we're gonna help your business grow as Rob Research team. So thank you so much for your time. Yeah.